I've made so many friends and I've gotten to learn from so many incredible educators because I chose to be a chemistry major. I am so grateful to this department and everybody who helped me get to where I am today. Congratulations, graduating class of 20.
So my favorite memory here at William & Mary is definitely one of my first nights in my freshman hall, just talking with everyone and realizing that I chose the right place for my home for the next 4 years. And I'm a little sad that it's ending now, but I'm excited for the next chapter of my life.
The most important thing that I've learned as a chemistry major is that sometimes you may feel like you are falling behind everybody else and you have no clue what is going on. The truth is that everyone feels that way, and the first step to getting on the right track is asking for help.
Hello everybody. As chair of the Department of Chemistry, I welcome you all to chemistry's virtual graduation ceremony for 2020. The chemistry department has a long and rich history, with the first chemistry lectures given as early as 1772 by James Madison, who was president of the college from 1777 to 1812 and cousin of the President of the United States. Many influential professors have been members of the chemistry department since it began, and their memories have been honored through a number of professorships and student awards now bearing their names. Notably, a group of faculty members who arrived in the late 60s and early 1970s really pushed the notion that augmenting classroom instruction with first-rate research was the best way to train and teach the next generation of scientists, and indeed to help students become more productive, thoughtful citizens. Together, the faculty and all other members of the department continue in the tradition of research as an indispensable teaching tool and work hard to provide training, research, and mentoring opportunities for undergraduates who are the envy of so many at other universities and colleges across the country. Many of you came to William & Mary because of that commitment.
During the last 4 years, it has become incredibly clear how hard the chemistry faculty works to help make these complex topics easier to understand. From Professor Kidwell's bond-stretching dances to Doug's themed costumes, my time as an undergraduate has been surrounded by professors who are helping us all succeed. I have been in Professor Shear's lab for the last 2 years, and from that I have made an incredible group of friends. One of my favorite memories was over the summer we found a picture of Professor Shear and we had an entire photo shoot to recreate it, and then hung the pictures up on the window for Professor Shear to find. So a big shout out to Shear Lab and a big thank you to all the professors who have helped me in these last 4 years.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We may not be all together, but we are in this together. Stay strong and stay safe. Go Tribe.
My favorite memory from William & Mary Chemistry is when the Young Lab went over the summer to an escape room, and we did it so fast that they let us do another one for free because we hadn't filled a full half hour yet. So that was really fun. A lot of smart minds coming together apparently. And I also in general have just really enjoyed walking into class and seeing the same people. If it's a chemistry class, that's always been really nice, and it feels like such a small, tight-knit community. So yeah. Good luck to everybody! Yay!
Hello everyone. I want to say thank you to William & Mary and especially the Chem Department for this invaluable experience. A word of advice to current students: take advantage of all the resources William & Mary and the Chem Department have to offer. You know, do the research, be a TA, pour your heart into making this the most useful experience to you and to your goals. That's what this is all about. And most of all, don't take this time for granted. It really does fly. Okay, signing off.
Many of you began your William & Mary chemistry experience in an ISC lab room, searching for that elusive faint pink endpoint in a titration in general chemistry lab. In Orgo 1, you learned that triplets and quartets in chemistry have nothing to do with babies or musical instruments, but are parts of puzzles that unlock chemical structures. You mastered the method of standard addition to quantify chemicals in real-world materials in IA. You sweated over statistical mechanics in PChem before triumphantly determining the heat capacity of CO2 from the partition function. You learned the beauty of symmetry as you grappled with group theory in inorganic. And you mastered the steps of glucose metabolism, all of them in biochem. The practical chemistry skills you have learned might be the most obvious outcome of these shared experiences. Some of you will use these skills on a daily basis as you move on to the workforce or to graduate school. However, I hope that all of you will also see that your chemistry education has given you other skills that are just as valuable. You have learned how to work together through problems that felt impossibly difficult at first glance. You have learned how to think critically analyze data, and formulate and communicate an argument. You have learned how to start again and again and again when the first attempt at an experiment or problem failed. These are vital skills that you will take with you wherever you go and whatever you do in the future. Wherever and whatever that might be, the faculty and staff of the chemistry department wish you all the best, and we hope to see you and your families at October's ceremony.
I had long wanted to think of myself as a chemist. I mean, chemists are pretty badass. But as an international relations major first, I'd always felt myself separate, the outsider. Earlier this semester, Dr. Bebel referred to me as a chemist. It came as extreme validation and brought with it the belonging I had missed. Chemistry department, in you, I have found a home. Thank you. I'll miss you.
Although I'm a neuroscience major, I received so much encouragement from chemistry professors. Thank you for seeing the excellence within me, even though sometimes I couldn't see it myself.
It is by God's grace that I'm here, standing, speaking to you right now. I'm excited because I'm able to go on to the next chapter with everyone else. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to study, to agonize, to learn, and I just wish all the best for you.
Hello. I only had a few things I wanted to say. First of all, congratulations to everybody for graduating. These are pretty interesting circumstances we find ourselves in. But you should still be proud of what you've done. I know I am. And I just want to say thank you especially to Professor Shear and my research lab for everything. It's easy to forget that chemistry is a team effort, and I owe a lot to the people that I met in my time studying at William & Mary, and just want to say thank you for the memories, the experience, everything.
One of the strengths of the William & Mary Chemistry Department is our dedication to undergraduate research. All of you spend 4 years in the classroom and academic labs learning the fundamentals of chemistry, but it is in the research labs that you really begin to see chemistry in action. Performing cutting-edge research requires you to hone your problem-solving skills and critical thinking skills. And more importantly, it requires you to learn from adversity. It is often the case that experiments don't turn out the way you think that they will. This is the very heart of the scientific method. You reassess your approach, and you try again and again. You can often learn more from struggling through multiple attempts to get an experiment to work than you do when it works the first time through. Remember that Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." There are two different methods for our William & Mary students to perform undergraduate research. The first is research for credit during the academic year. Research is not required for the chemistry major, but 73% of the graduating class of 2020 performed at least one semester of independent research during their time at William & Mary. 26 of you performed at least 3 credits of senior research and are therefore eligible for the American Chemical Society's certified degree. 10 of you performed honors projects that require 6 credits of research, writing an honors thesis and defending it in front of a faculty committee. These are impressive stats indeed. The second way for our students to engage in independent research is through our summer research program. In this program, students worked full-time in the research labs for 10 weeks. 36 of you stayed for at least one summer during your time at William & Mary. 27 of you received competitive internal or external funding for your research projects. The research accomplishments of our graduating seniors are nothing short of extraordinary. 31 of you presented your research projects at William & Mary Symposia. 15 of you gave presentations at external meetings. And most impressively, 17 of you are already co-authors on papers that have been published in the scientific literature. 41 of you are planning to pursue advanced degrees, including 28 to PhD and master's programs and 5 to medical school. Many of the rest of you are planning to directly enter the workforce. The skills that you have obtained by working in the research labs, critical thinking, problem solving, and perseverance will serve you in your future endeavors, whatever they may be. As you embark on the next stage of your life's journey, the chemistry department wishes all of you the best of luck going forward.
From department lab group lunches over the summer to pie and game nights with my research group, and sometimes learning things the hard way, like learning to not put metal by the magnet. Sorry, Tyler, I learned after the second time. And for all of my close friends that helped me along the way. I want to thank you, Chemistry Department, for everything.
I just want to give a shout out to the Kidwell Lab and to Nobuche because some of my favorite memories have been making liquid nitrogen ice cream each summer with the Kidwell Lab and volunteering for outreach events such as Physics Fest with Nobuche.
Without a doubt, all of my favorite chemistry memories come from lab. Those connections I made with people for 4 hours at a lab bench every week became such an integral part of my chemistry experience, and for that I'm very thankful to the William & Mary Chemistry Department.
A memory I now look fondly back on is the time in Orgo Lab when my round bottom flask accidentally fell off the rotovap into the water bath below. Now I always double check to make sure my flask is firmly secured before rotovapping anything.
My favorite memories are from research during the summer and during the semester, from everyone's different music tastes messing up my Spotify, or the Great Europium incident. Also making some great friends in my chemistry classes. Congrats, class of 2020. We did it.
Our master's program serves an essential role in our departmental mission, not only benefiting the master's students themselves, but also our faculty and undergraduates. Each year, between 8 and 12 students carry out directed research under the guidance of faculty mentors as part of our thesis-based Master of Science program. Our master's students also take a variety of classes in chemistry and related areas, help supervise and direct undergraduate research, and serve as teaching assistants. During the last decade and more, nearly all of our chemistry graduate students have been named as co-author on at least one, and usually multiple, publications in scientific journals. Each chemistry MS student completes and defends a thesis based on their research efforts, the capstone achievement for their degree. Once they have finished their graduate studies at William & Mary, our students move on to employment in industry or government, or into still further studies toward PhD, MD, or other advanced degrees. This year, we congratulate 4 master's students whose research has been in the areas of reactive oxygen compounds, chemistry of indoor air, solar energy conversion, and environmental sensors. In addition to 5 more continuing master's students, we plan to welcome 5 new students in the fall. We in chemistry are immensely proud of our master's students and alumni and wish them continued success as they apply the skills they have learned to the betterment of our society.
I feel like more so than with other departments, the chemistry majors all really bonded over the major, and I loved being a part of that. I never would have guessed that my freshman chemistry study group would become my best friends, but I'm incredibly grateful for them.
My first week at William & Mary, I got added to a study group chat for my freshman honors chemistry class. I'm still not sure if it's because I like them or because we always had to be studying for something together, but that group ended up becoming my very best friends in college.
My time as a chemistry major has been a whirlwind at William & Mary. I've learned so much from all the amazing professors that I've had, but most importantly, I've made some amazing friends along the way. So thank you.
Some of the best friends I made in college were from the chemistry department. We originally met through either labs or classes or study groups, and I'm just really glad I had the opportunity to meet all of you guys.
I have so many memories from Professor Shear's lab, from holding a funeral with a high back rope, to making corn-flavored ice cream that got mixed reviews. And I'm so sorry for that time that contaminated the rotovap with the purple stuff. Miss you guys already.
My favorite lab memory has to be creating and also getting to wear our lab t-shirts. It was really cool being able to rep the Kidwell Lab on our shirts, being able to wear it during group outings and also group activities like liquid nitrogen ice cream was phenomenal. It's definitely a memento that I will cherish and keep forever.
On behalf of everyone in chemistry, we bid you all farewell, but not goodbye. If you are able, please come back for the post-corona graduation ceremony in October. In the meantime, be safe. Think about how important your family and friends are. Celebrate the value of human contact and continue to adapt and succeed as you further your educations, embark on careers, or do whatever else adds fulfillment to your lives. We know that you won't be idle. I want to add that the very best part of our jobs is seeing our former students do so well for themselves and do good for others. We are very proud of all who graduate from William & Mary, but especially proud of our chemists. So please keep in touch, whether that be via email, social media, or by actual personal visit. Best wishes to all of you.
One of my favorite memories is when Dr. Meldrum baked our PChem lab a cake for the last day of lab. That cake was so delicious, and I think about it all the time. I also loved making corn-flavored ice cream with the shear lab over the summer.
You know you've chosen the right college major when your textbooks are so large that your professors encourage you to literally cut them in half. But I'm sorry, Professor Hinkle, I guess I just didn't have it in me for this one. And in all seriousness, congratulations to the class of 2020. Take a moment and be proud of this accomplishment, even though it might not seem real yet. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all my fellow graduates.